here. It's December 13th. Time for more Not a Creature Was Stirring. Think of all your favorite comedy teams. Who could forget the hilarious antics of Abbott and Abbott? Or the wacky hijinks of Hardy and Hardy? Oh, and who could forget Bert and Bert? Don't sound like much fun, do they? That's the issue in today's book, Chester's Way. Yet another one of Kevin Henkes's books about mice, and the earliest one yet. We met Chester earlier in Lily's Purple Plastic Purse and Julius the Baby of the Universe, but this is his star turn. Chester had his own way of doing things.
Hello, my name is Chester. I like croquet and peanut butter and making my bed.
He always cut his sandwiches diagonally. He always got out of bed on the same side. Yeah, you sound like a lot of fun, Chester. Chester's best friend Wilson was exactly the same way. That's why they were best friends. Say, I think Wilson likes to greet Chester from over the fence. Heidi-ho, neighbor Chester! Chester wouldn't play baseball unless Wilson played, and they never swung at the first pitch or slid head first. Wilson wouldn't ride his bike unless Chester wanted to, and they always used hand signals. These two have a deep and meaningful friendship based on anal regard for the rules of safety. Chester and Wilson, Wilson and Chester. That's the way it was. They loved to go on picnics. Once, when Wilson accidentally swallowed a watermelon seed and cried because he was afraid a watermelon plant would grow inside him, Chester swallowed one too.
Don't worry,
said Chester.
Now if you grow a watermelon plant, I'll grow one too.
That was your concern, not having your body commandeered by a vegetable, but oh god, I might not be able to share clothes with my best friend. Chester duplicated his Christmas list every year and gave a copy to Wilson because they always wanted the same things anyway. Share! For Halloween, they always dressed as things that went together. Salt and pepper shakers, 2 mittens on a string, ham and eggs. They really are 2 peas in a pod. Looks like it. Chester and Wilson, Wilson and Chester. That's the way it was. And then Lily moved into the neighborhood. Yeah, you didn't think we'd get through a book without Lily, did ya?
I'm Lily! I am the queen! I like everything!
I like how overbearing Lily is about liking everything. You know, she may be bossy, but at least she's not particular. I demand a donut! Oh, we've got our muffins. That's fine too! She wore band-aids all over her arms and legs to look brave. She talked backwards to herself sometimes so no one would know what she was saying. My hero. And she always carried a loaded squirt gun in her back pocket just in case. Oh, gross. Lily's into open carry?
She definitely has a mind of her own,
said Chester.
That's one way to put it,
said Wilson. So naturally, these two kids who would always do everything the same way are terrified of the kid who has a mind of her own. When Lily asked Chester and Wilson to play, they said they were busy. If Lily was walking on one side of the street, Chester and Wilson crossed to the other and hid, clutching their purses all the way. There's that mask again. One day, while Chester and Wilson were practicing their hand signals, some older boys rode by, popping wheelies. Not wheelies! They circled Chester and Wilson and yelled personal remarks. Personal remarks? Who wrote this, Lewis Carroll? Chester and Wilson didn't know what to do. Just when they were about to give up hope. What does giving up hope mean when you're hassled by bullies? Does that mean you go, do what you will with me, I don't care anymore? A fierce-looking cat with horrible fangs jumped out of the bushes and frightened the older boys away. You know, that's something interesting about these Kevin Henkes books. All the mice are afraid of cats, but we never see a cat. Are cats even real? Are they like mythical monsters to the mice people?
Are you who I think you are?
Of course.
Thank you, Lily. I'm glad you were wearing a disguise.
And I'm glad you had your squirt gun. I always do, just in case. Just in case the government comes to take my squirt gun and I gotta give them a tap water right in the eye. After that, when Lily asked Chester and Wilson to play, they said yes. And if Lily was walking on one side of the street, Chester and Wilson waved and ran to catch up with her. What's interesting here is that Lily is always having fun with or without them. Chester and Wilson taught Lily hand signals, and she taught them how to pop wheelies. Soon she was teaching them how to circle around smaller kids and shout personal remarks. For Halloween, they dressed as the 3 blind mice. Okay, this is kind of getting interesting. They have the rhyme about the 3 blind mice? Who's the farmer's wife in this case? Aren't all farmers mice? And wouldn't mice who were actually blind kind of take offense at this? When Chester and Wilson told Lily about how they'd each swallowed a watermelon seed once, Lily swallowed 3 of them.
I'll grow a watermelon plant for each of us, she said.
It's okay, don't freak out. It's just a watermelon. 3 of them. Chester and Wilson and Lily, Lily and Wilson and Chester. That's the way it was, till the day that La Muerte and Xibalba had a little wager over which one Lily would marry. And then it all went downhill from there.